Hello ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. This is Burudika and it's coming through Tide TV. Burudika is an inspirational entertainment and motivational program that also features the best and the latest of East African music. My name is Carol K, and today we are honored to talk to somebody. We are particularly talking about investment and philanthropy. We are honored to have Mr. George Washuri, who is actually an expert in this area, and we are looking forward to talking to him, and he's going to tell us more as we talk. Hello, Mr. George.
I'm good. Good to see you.
It's a pleasure to have you. I'm really great.
It's amazing.
Yes. For me, I would say I'm overexcited. Every time I see you, it means a lot to me. And I'm actually happy that I'm able to share this moment with other people.
Excellent.
So that they know what excites me.
Thank you. Very humbling.
All right. So if you are asked who is George Washuri, how would you describe yourself?
Well, thank you, Carol. And my name is George Washuri. I serve with Optiven Real Estate. And I'm the team leader.
Yes.
Kenya, people call them CEOs, but I prefer team leader. And I'm also an author. I've authored several books.
Yes.
I've authored Solely Like an Eagle. I've authored How to Start Small and Build a Business Empire. I am now sharing my third book called The Optiven Way. And other than that, I love people. You know, I love people. I love mentorship.
Yes.
Currently, over COVID, I've been mentoring over 500 people every month. So we do Zoom sessions with people, especially business people, career people. And I am a man of the people, and I love business.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
So what has contributed to your love in business?
I would say that the journey for George Washuri being a business person started a long time ago. Given that we were born in a situation whereby we were not very well up, and I started business when I was 13 years old.
Okay.
So I could plant my own onions. I sell them. When my onions are not doing well, I buy from the neighbors. I sell to this nearby market. Going to the school, you know, I did small business. Going to the university, I was doing photography there. I was washing people's clothes. I was shaving people. I was a barber. By the time I was finishing school,
Yes.
By then the professor was called Professor Gishaga, so I was awarded the best entrepreneur for the year, and I was able to make a little money to pay my fees and also to support my late mother.
Okay.
So the business acumen started long time ago. So when I came out of the school, of course I was looking for jobs, and that time there was a saying that there were no jobs in Kenya, and people were panicking. And I remember getting my 4 friends and start now doing applications. Those days there were no emails, so you have to do the hard building in emails. And I remember we did 300 application letters per person. So we divided Nairobi. So me, I was given Babatogo in Nairobi city center. You literally go and drop.
Yes.
So I dropped 300 applications. But as you're dropping 300, you have 3 others. So like 900.
Okay.
And that's how I got my first job as an accountant in Ushumi Supermarket, where I worked for a short while. And then I went to Kakuma. I was working for the refugees. Then I went to Juba. I worked in Sudan. Then I went to Somalia, Wajid. 2008, I now decided to do a full-time job. And I joined the wagon of entrepreneurship. And God has been faithful. Of course, when I joined business, it was not all easy. You know, started many businesses that failed. I did over 15 businesses that failed. You know, I did car hire, it collapsed. I did water packaging, it collapsed. I did beauty products, the business collapsed. And by the grace of God, Optiven is the 16th one.
Yes.
And God has been faithful to Optiven. Now we have really grown big. Now I am irrelevant. You see people like Kibui here, they are better than me.
Okay.
People like Jerusha here, they are better than me, and Salah here. So we have now people who are very good running this organization, and I'm happy that in the next couple of days, Optiven will be joining the Nairobi Securities Exchange. So we want to seed some shareholding to people like you, so that you also own Optiven. Our viewers, you know, you can now own Optiven, and the process has started. We'll be having meetings with the CEO Geoffrey Odundo for Nairobi Securities Exchange, the CEO for Capital Marketing Authority, and the CEO for Ibuka, so that they're able to work with Optiven, because now the company has grown. We have many employees, many projects. We have done a lot of things, and we are feeling that we don't want to get old and the company gets old. We want, as we get old, people like Steve Kibui here with the CEO, and they can be able to project this organization to the next level. So that's why we are saying that it's the high time that this cake that you have baked for over 20 years, because Carol K, we are celebrating 20 years in business, we want to share this cake with our viewers. So if you are there, follow us on social media to see what is happening with Optiven. You know, you can follow George Washuri Facebook, you can call Radio Burudika, you can follow our website www.optiven.co.ke, because we feel as founders that it is the time to release this company to be as bigger than Safaricom, bigger than Equity Bank, we are looking at doing real estate across Africa, and not only real estate. You know, Optiven, we have many branches. We have the biggest entertainment center, GMC Place. It is part of the companies going to Nairobi Securities Exchange. We have a hotel called Panarotis in Karen. We have another one called Eagles Peak Spa. We have Optiven Construction. We are manufacturing construction materials. We have Optiven Insurance, Optiven Water, and we have many SBUs. So we are joining Nairobi Securities Exchange as a group. That means when Carlo K from Brodika, when you buy shares from Optiven, you own all these facilities.
Yes.
And I think that is something that we want to do it as a role model, that African entrepreneurs, you can build a successful business and then you can give it either to your staff, to the public, or private investors. And that's the message we are asking the all entrepreneurs out there, because I know Africa, we have many people who have got big businesses.
Yes.
But when these people die, the business also die. And we are saying for Optiven, we want this company to exist generations after generations. But we are saying we want this company to exist over 12 generations. We have companies like in Europe, where you come from,
Yes.
whereby these companies were founded in 790
Yeah,
AD,
it's true, it's
and the
true.
companies are still there. We are saying Optiven is going to be an example.
Yes.
Generations after generations, even your own generations,
Yes.
they'll be having shareholding at Optiven. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. George Washuri. And ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Burudika coming through Tide TV. And like I said, our guest today is Mr. George Washuri of Optiven. And he's explained to us what he's doing and what Optiven is doing. You've realized it's not only Optiven in a small way, it's in a big way. And you're capable of also being a part of it. And Mr. Washuri, you talked about challenges through this process of going into business. How have you been able to overcome this?
Wow, of course, a business is not for the faint-hearted.
Yes.
Because in business, when you're a business owner, there are many things you're thinking about. You're thinking about salaries, you're thinking about cash flow issues, you're thinking about marketing, you have people that you are leading as a leader. And during my journey of starting many business and failing, one of the things that I was facing is definitely depression.
Yes.
Sometimes you're so stressed. I remember one time I lost 5 million in that transaction when we were starting this real estate. And it was 10 years savings, and life was very difficult. You know, I remember we closed our office. My office was in Uhuru Park. I was reading my Bible there, you know, a notebook and a pen, and that's how the foundation was born. You know, I said when money comes back, I'll be able to support many families, many people, and the idea of creating opportunities for others came in. But regardless of these challenges, I have learned that when challenges come, especially for entrepreneurs looking at us, or people in career, they have challenges, the best thing is always to trust in God. When things are not working, just know that you have one friend that cannot leave you, and this is God himself. That's why for me, I say I'm a born again. I've been born again for over 20 years, and I have seen the results of associating with God, Jesus Christ.
Yes.
That even when you are depressed, when you are stressed, you can kneel down, raise up your hands and say, God, I am here. Now it's you and me. God help me. And every time we are praying to God, God has been helping us. And I say that the success of Optiven today, it is because we trust in God. Every Wednesday, including today, we just finished prayers. It is mandatory, because you're not in Europe. I know Europe, you cannot force people to pray.
Yes.
But we are in Kenya.
Yes.
It is mandatory for you to log in on a Zoom and pray. We have our own pastor, in-house pastor.
Yes.
We have assistant pastor, and you have an overseer, a bishop, who of course leads other churches, Reverend Katutu, who comes twice in a month. Why? We want to put that culture. Even people who have come after me, and I'm talking to you because maybe you are watching this video after 100 years. Personally, as a founder of Optiven, I would like Optiven to remain a Christian kind of directed organization.
Yes.
That every time you join Optiven, it's an organization that have got a culture of prayer. Number two, I also discovered that for me to overcome those stresses that when the stresses come, always have somebody you can talk to. This somebody could be your mentor, somebody you can open up to what is challenging you.
Yes.
And then they say that when a problem is talked about, it is definitely half solved.
Yes.
And then definitely I've also learned that there is power when you focus on one thing. Today I can look back and I say that the reason why I failed so many times, of course I've documented the reason, is because of lack of focus.
Okay.
You know, you want to start this business, it is not working, start this one, it's not working, start that one, it's not working. Because I lacked a mentor. Somebody tell me, George, wait a minute, you cannot be everything. Be everything when you have money to hire people to do for you. Like now, we have 7 other companies.
Yes.
But I am not involved. There are people who are sharper than me, who are leading those organizations. For example, like GMC, for example. But when you are starting as an entrepreneur, focus on one thing and do it so well. So for me, the time of starting, I was not properly focused. So
Yes.
I was making a lot of mistakes. And then I also realized that be a person who researches, look for information, read books, and especially with people in entrepreneurship. Always read books like for John Maxwell on leadership, books like for Brian Tracy on marketing. And as you read, you are also empowering yourself. They say people who read books, they become better in the next assignment.
Yes.
But people who don't read, you deteriorate. And those are some of the things that even today I still do. And of course, I am a believer of consulting other people. I'm a believer that Carol K can be knowing more things than me, and I pick. I'm a very good listener.
Okay.
I listen and then I pick.
Okay.
Yes.
And who do you look up to as a role model, or who inspires you?
I have 3 physical role models.
Yes.
And 2 virtual role models.
Okay.
The physical role models, people we can meet, is one of them is Dr. James Mwangi. I like him because of the way he developed equity from just a Sacco investment organization that was literally closing, you know.
Okay.
And I read his story, the way he met the 4 friends and they were raising money. And today, Equity Bank is a 1 trillion worth of a company. 1 trillion. It's the biggest bank now. Can you imagine? So he really inspires me for taking risks and also supporting other people.
Yes.
Number 2 is this Asian guy, I really love him, Vimalsha.
Okay.
He has participated a lot in terms of private sector in Kenya, and he's the CEO for Bitco. He has done an amazing job. So I meet him frequently, and he really inspires me.
Okay.
Finally, is this other guy called Manu Shadaria.
Okay.
I love Manu Shadaria as my mentor because of charity work.
Okay.
This guy has done a lot. Go to Gatru, donated by Manu Shadaria. Go to the University of Nairobi, donated by Manu Shadaria. So I'm looking forward, even me, to see a building donated by George Washuri. Very soon is coming.
Okay, that's nice.
And then virtually, I have John Maxwell.
Okay.
I love his leadership teachings. In fact, he taught me that leadership is not being a boss. Leadership is inspiring other people to work.
Okay.
Like now after this show, these guys they're going somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm not even aware. But they are so inspired that Salah woke up at 6, Kibui woke up at 6 to be here this morning.
Yes.
They are already inspired. I never called them. Because they said that any leader who forces people to do things, people don't do it. But when you inspire them, they do it. So I got that from this guy called John Maxwell, a fantastic author of many books. The other one is Brian Tracy in terms of marketing. And I don't get tired of listening to him. And he has taught me a lot in terms of marketing. And that's why we find that today, Optiven is the best company in Kenya in terms of marketing. In fact, even big brands, they are benchmarking with Optiven. How are you doing your social media?
Yes.
How are you doing your kind of innovation? How are you doing things? And this guy has really inspired me. And I always listen to his videos. I read his books. He's an amazing mentor.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. George. And I would also like to ask you, you spoke about focusing on one thing. Meanwhile, you are doing quite a number of things at the same time. I would like to ask, why are you particularly doing this? You're doing different kind of businesses. And I don't know. I would like to know why exactly.
What happens that when companies grow, right now we are celebrating 20 years of transformation with Optiven.
Yes.
So the company has now grown. It has resources.
Yes.
It has the experts like Jerusha here, who is the head of diaspora.
Yes.
It has the best talents available in the market, in African market.
Yes.
So at that particular point, you can diversify. So right now we are ripe for diversification.
Yes.
The same thing the Safaricom does. They are doing taxi business, they are doing banking, they are doing insurance. But the CEO there is not the one doing it.
Yes.
But he has hired talents to do it. So at this particular point, as an organization, as a structure, not as George Washuri, we are able to diversify.
Yes.
But for me as George Washuri, nowadays I even find myself a bit having excess time.
Okay.
Because there is power in delegation.
Yes.
I have delegated these assignments. In fact, I was told about you yesterday
Yes.
by Jerusha, and she has planned everything.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
That is nice.
And that is the power of growth.
Of
So
growth,
when you
yes.
grow, don't hold. And entrepreneurs out there, don't hold your organization. Don't carry the checkbook. Don't be the one signing the agreement. You don't sign agreements.
Yes.
I don't sign checks because there are people who are better than me who can do it.
Yes.
And once you do that, now you can diversify. You can even have as many companies like Richard Branson. You can even have 400 companies because every company you hire a CEO.
Okay.
This CEO just tells you this is the income, This is expenditure. Easy reports. That's the secret behind Optiven many SBUs.
Okay, and it is also interesting for me to know about the reason why you really want to use this growth of Optiven to diversify. What exactly are you intending to achieve at the end of the day?
One of the big vision that drives us, the vision that makes us wake up is to be pace setters in socio-economic transformation. Two things: socio-economic transformation. Mm-hmm. And then we see the boost, the energy that help us to rise up in the morning. Mm-hmm. Is to economically and socially empower and transform the communities. Yes. So whatever we do as Optiven, and by the way, Optiven means optimizing ventures. Yes. Whatever that we do, we are asking ourselves, are we economically and socially empowering our communities? Mm-hmm. Full stop. Because when God created us, we were created to lift other people, not make money. Yes. You can make money, yes, but you only sleep on one bed. Mm-hmm. You drive one car. You wear one suit. In fact, you wear one tie. The creep is one. And for us at Optiven, we are passionate about pursuing our purpose. Yes. And one of those purposes has got children. Mm-hmm. One of the child of our purpose is to create 30,000 jobs by the year 2030. Mm-hmm. You cannot create 30,000 jobs if Optiven is Washuri, Optiven is Kibui. We need to incorporate other shareholders. Yes. They bring the money. Mm-hmm. We expand exponentially, because I can tell you, Carol, Optiven is going to be one of the top 5 biggest companies in Africa, not Kenya. Mm-hmm. Kenya is a village. Mm-hmm. We are now moving out of Kenya through this strategy of bringing you as a shareholder. Yes. Because number one, other than your money that you are bringing, what about the wisdom, Carol, that you have? You are a very wise lady. That wisdom, we now tap it at Optiven. Yes. Our viewers there, we tap your wisdom and knowledge and the skills. We are also tapping from Nairobi Securities Exchange. So when I look at Optiven now, I get excited. I get happy to see the growth that is going to experience. Yes. So for you to create 30,000, you must do it. You must diversify. Number 2, we have a goal of developing 300,000 homes by the year 2030. It is clear, it is vivid. We are going to achieve it. We cannot achieve it if we stand alone. We need others. We need capital. Yes. We need advisors. We need consultants. And that's the reason why we are diversifying. In terms of a social aspect, we give 5% of our money to the foundation. Yes. And I'm another. All money from my books, Sole Kanego, all George Washington does not eat a coin. The money goes to the foundation. The second book, How to Start Small and Build an Empire, the money goes to the foundation. When I go to talks, like yesterday I was talking to NCBA. So the token I get, I donate it to the foundation, because that's one of the promises I made at Hulbach, that if I go to speak, you give me a token, the token goes to the foundation. So, and the foundation has done an amazing job. Right now we have thousands of children that we are supporting across 47 counties, including your county. Yes. There's no county we don't have children. And these children, God has also blessed them. I think there's something with Optiven. Anybody who touches Optiven succeeds. These children, I got a report. Some got A's. Some got the B+. Some are in university. In fact, we have one called David Oduwoli. Yes. And Afanya Medicine. Can you imagine? An orphan. So there's something. So we have these children through foundation. We also have another big project during COVID. We have been supporting 15 orphanages in Nairobi. 15. And we are giving them, like yesterday, the team for foundation went to donate food stuff to these homes. Yes. Why? They have no other source. We are there for them. We also have a big project for physically challenged people with back issues. We have been donating wheelchairs to these people. We call it mobility that brings a smile. When they sit on that particular seat, they smile. And we have done it in different places, different counties. The other day we were in Wasungishu. The other day we were in Kisumu. And this project is becoming like a bushfire. Yes. Because many people are physically challenged. Many people have got cerebral palsy. But the parents are hiding. And if you are there, you have a child with a cerebral palsy, please, usimfishe, don't hide them under your bedroom. Bring them out, because these are human beings and they can be supported. And Optiven Foundation, we are supporting these cases. And then we also have a big program for girls. Yes. We get people like you to talk to these girls. We are providing thousands of sanitary pads across different counties. And it's one of the most successful projects. And now we are now talking about environment. We'll be celebrating the Earth Day, whereby we must take care of our planet. And we have put some money to ensure that we are going green. And we are doing a lot of advocacy in the counties with our customers. And we are telling our customers, if you buy a property with Optiven, make sure that you go green. Go green means the time you are coming to do construction, don't just do mabatis that you cannot drink water. Do a roofing material that you can really harvest water. We are telling people, when you come and fight Optiven, we have planted trees in Amanridge, Victory Gardens, Garden of Joy. Don't destroy that tree. And if you destroy, there's a penalty that we give unto you. We are telling people going green means the way you dispose your materials, right from your kitchen. Separate your materials. I know Kenyans have got many phones. How do you dispose electronic waste?
Yes.
Do you just throw the worn out phone like that, or a laptop? And we are saying that we must take care of our planet Earth. So we are training people, teaching people, and people are catching very fast. Why? We must reduce green gases. We must reduce pharmaceutical waste. We must reduce the way we dispose. And we are now lobbying with the government to ensure that the way government disposes waste is a bit responsible, because we don't have any other planet. We must make the planet Earth green. That's why tomorrow we are in Amanridge planting trees. And there are about 30 customers who are coming to plant trees. Why? We want to teach our children that tomorrow we must increase our forest cover, especially in Kenya and in Africa, because if we don't do it, the planet, the environment can be very harsh on us in the future. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. And dear viewers, you're watching Burudika on Today TV. Today we are talking to Mr. George Washuri, and he's given us a lot of tips, and I hope you're catching up with him. And I don't know what to say. I'm just speechless, but I hope that you have been able to grab something out of what he has said. And we are still here briefly. And Mr. George Washuri, I'd also like to find out from you. You've spoken about the Optiven Foundation, where you are trying to support the community, giving back to the community. Are you doing this only as Optiven, or there is that need to have people around in the community also coming in, partnering with you to support the community?
Well, I would say that right now there's this COVID season, we are overwhelmed.
Yes.
Right now the exam came out. The applications that we are getting from across Kenya. People asking, I am a single mother. I have no job. I'm a house help. My child got 400. I don't know what to do. I would really ask people who are listening to us, you can still support the foundation. You can check the PayBill number here. You can log in on www.optivenfoundation.org, and you can be part of the philanthropists that are supporting the foundation, because we cannot cope with the needs. Even wheelchairs,
yes,
we cannot cope with the needs, because the needs are so much, and we can only do a little.
Yes.
We quote Mother Teresa, if you cannot support 100, support one. So we are currently support one. But with the partnership of Burudika viewers, with the partnership of Carol K, with the partnership of people who are listening to my voice, we can be able to lift these other needs that are coming from left, right, and center. We even do counseling. You may not necessarily give the money, but you can be a counselor.
Yes.
You can enlist, and you can do online counseling. Maybe you are there. There are clothes you don't use. Hey, Kenyans, we keep a lot of clothes.
Yes.
And there are people in Philomena home in Kayole.
Yes.
They are looking for those clothes you don't value. The shoes that you don't wear.
Yes.
Let me urge Kenyan people. There is a blessing in giving. The reason why people from Europe are successful is because they give.
Yes.
Because if you don't give, you become salty. And people who give, they are fresh every morning. Let me encourage you. Go to your house, check what you don't use. Next time you are coming to Kenya, put a bag, drop it at Absa Plaza 14th floor. I can tell you, those clothes you don't wear, those shoes you don't wear, they are new to somebody else.
Yes.
In our salams. And that's my appeal to everyone. We can be able to support this foundation. We can be able to lift people. Because, Carol, let me tell you,
yes,
Africa, we have very many billionaires. But how many foundations do we have? In Western countries, even a farmer has a foundation.
Yes.
And I want to encourage people who are running businesses, please register a foundation. It is so easy to register. Register a foundation, because when you die, even if you are a trillionaire, you go with nothing. And you came with nothing. So
yes.
African people are making this appeal. Let us be givers. In spirit of meanness, let's rebuke it.
Yes.
Let's refuse it.
Yes.
Because you cannot be everything. Let us be givers. It doesn't matter whether you accumulate, you leave everything here. And if you are not planned like Optiven, see tumejipanga. If you are not planned, you'll die and leave your company being eaten by lawyers. We have cases in Kenya. People who are that are very wealthy. The children cannot access the wealth, but the lawyers are eating up to their wealth. Men, mimi nitafufuka. Mimi nikiona hiyo, mimi nafufuka. Nafufuka. Na pia hii kampuni Jerusalem. And since I cannot resurrect, I have to do it when I'm alive. Lazima hii kampuni iende kwa wananchi when I'm alive. Even the time I'm alone kamuzee, I'll be hearing often like an equity bank or bigger. And I'll be the happiest muzee.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. George Washuri. And dear viewers, I hope you're getting that too. Please be givers and be part of this foundation also and support somebody. Like you've been told, what is old for you is new for somebody. And please, if you are coming to Kenya, like Mr. George Washuri also says, you can be able to support this foundation by in any way, even in mentorship, just a word that encourages somebody else out there. And Mr. George Washuri, you've gotten recognition from various organizations for excellence, even in Europe. Yes. And what does this mean to you?
Yes, thank you, Carol. Yes, there's a lot of, sometimes you do things without knowing.
Yes.
But other people are seeing.
Recognize, yes.
So we have gotten several awards from Europe. And these awards, they are not for George Washuri.
Yes.
These awards are for Optiven, for our customers, for our staff. We call them partners. Because what I do, I am just a face. Maybe Jerusha and Kibui and Salah, they do more than me. But when people want to reward, they reward George Washuri. So all these awards and prizes and all what we have gotten, number one is to thank God and also to thank our customers. And I thank all those people who give us awards. We are very happy. Last year I remember our foundation was voted the best in Africa. I was voted the best entrepreneur in Africa, and many other awards. And I really thank God. And I contribute this to the hard work of our staff, and also the support from our customers, because our customers are loyal. Our customers are ambassadors, and they love Optiven, and they don't take it for granted. The other day I saw a customer saying, "Hey, I saw this comment on social media. Can you handle it?" Somebody I don't know. I said, "Wait a minute. These are ambassadors. These are people who love the brand, and if you are there, you have no choice but to love Optiven. Why? Optiven is for you. Optiven is not for George. It is for supporting communities. It's a company that it is determined to create jobs. So if you're there, just download the Optiven app, Shabam Kononi. Just go to our website. Check what is happening with Optiven, because I'm happy that even the viewers, they can be able to be part and parcel of our projects. And you have beautiful projects, across this country. Yes.
Okay. And how do you manage to jungle all this? Your private time, the foundation, the Optiven organization, and all the other things that you do. How do you manage to jungle this? Do you even get time to create for yourself and even family?
I think running an organization is it's run by structures. And Optiven, we refuse to have a one-man show.
Yes.
So Optiven is not a one-man show. It's a structure whereby different leaders can be able to do their part. And the way I manage all this empire, the Optiven empire, is basically by proper delegation. You delegate, but of course you remain accountable.
Yes.
And once you delegate, you also train the people you are delegating to. If there's something that God has given us, is very fantastic managers. Can you imagine?
Yes.
They are able to really take care of our customers, take care of the product, take care of Optiven resources. And then number two is leadership. I've offered the best leadership, whereby is the leadership of inspiring the people who work with Optiven. It's the leadership of enabling people to do what they can do best. It's the leadership of showing direction and also lifting the people that are working with Optiven. And we have seen a lot of our employees, we call them partners, the way they defend the brand.
Yes.
You may confuse that they own it. And now we are making them own it because it is their brand.
Yes.
And that one has really supported us a lot. And then the other thing is that don't be a know-it-all. Involve the people, listen, and they can be able to move the work for you. So structure is very important, that the organization is able to move.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. George Washuri. It's been beautiful talking to you. And I'll give you a moment just to make your parting shots. What do you think we may have left out that you really wanted to share? Please do that now.
Well, thank you, viewers, and thank you very much. Mine is to encourage you to come and be part of Optiven. If you are out there, maybe you're looking for a home in Kenya, Optiven, we are providing the best homes, because what we do is that we buy a piece of land, we add the value to it, do the roads, we do the infrastructure, we do the water, We do the solar street lighting. Right now our properties are green, and you can be able to check us on www.optiven.co.ke. We have fantastic projects in Kitengela. You know, now we are doing the express superhighway, so Kitengela is now like Upper Hill, so you can be able to get a piece there. We have Victory Gardens, whereby we have converted this particular project to look like Kitusulu. And we have other projects called Happy Gardens. We are selling them at 1.75. This is an introduction price. In the next 3 months the price goes to 2 million. You can also come to Kiambu. We have a man reach the place of peace, a fantastic project. We have done a fountain, we have done a stone wall, we have done an amazing job there. Right now we are doing the water piping, stormwater management and drainage, and we are happy that you can be part and parcel of a man reach the place of peace. You can check us on Facebook, Optiven Limited, or our website www.optiven.co.ke. And finally, as people who are doing business out there, entrepreneurs, I want to encourage you that keep going. It is not time to give up. It is time to realize your abilities. Remember, God has given you abilities to do better. One of the abilities is energy, you know, capacity to move things physically. The other thing God has given you is thinking. You have been given the thinking capacity. You can be able to think. That ability God has given you, according to Deuteronomy 8:18, that is, God has given you power to create wealth. The other one is creativity. You are able to find answers and find options. Use that creativity to make things different. Never ever be a person who complains, because people who complain, number one, they die early. People who complain, they always have some kind of negativities. Who all the time, be a person who makes a choice to have an attitude of thanksgiving, an attitude of believing that all things are possible. And finally, make that wise choice, a choice of ensuring that you are establishing relationship. You are able to get friends, to get mentors that can make you to move the next level. I wish you all the very best. If you want to learn more, especially my motivation, you can follow me on my YouTube, George Washuri. You'll find the 1 minute motivation, because my job is to make sure that we change the script. We change the script of negativity. We write the script of positivity, because once we are positive as a people, once we are positive as a nation, as a family, I can guarantee you we are going to change, to transform our lives. God bless you. And I must thank Radio Burudika.
Yes.
You are doing an amazing job. And we tune when we are here.
Yes.
And it's just amazing. And Kaloke, you are a good ambassador. Let me give you an assurance.
Yes.
If one time I become a president of this nation,
yes,
you'll be one of my ministers.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And dear viewers, that was today Entrepreneurship and Philanthropy with Mr. George Washuri. I hope you've been inspired. I have been. You've gathered information. Those who are doing business, those who are planning to do business, I hope you've gotten tips. And also, don't forget, you can be part of this family, and particularly the foundation where you're giving back to the community. There are lots of things that you can do in a small way. It makes a big difference. And also, don't forget, there is a lot you can learn also from Mr. George Washuri. And he's talking about mentorship, which he's doing for free. He's talking about inspiring other people, which you can also be able to get from here. Thank you so much for viewing. And until next time, this is Carol K. And I say bye for now.